Good morning, dear students. Welcome back over the second poem, and title is all about fire and ice. Our first poem was all about dust of snow, and this poem is all about, in second poem of first lesson, is all about fire and ice. And poem has been written by Robert Frost. He is an American poet. You don't have need to consider search more because actually I have already told you. Okay, dear students, here fire and ice. The fire, whatever you are thinking, ice, whatever you are thinking. This is not all about. Actually, here fire stands for. First, you will understand the meaning of poem. I have already discussed what is importance of poem, how poem can impact over your life, and how you can go to the contact of nature. And if you are focusing over the poem, definitely you will get the heavenly body and heavenly power you will get. So one should focus over poem. Okay, dear students, here fire is all about desire and hate. Here ice is all about hate. How here fire will go like desire, how ice will work like hate. You will understand shortly when we will proceed the poem. Okay, we are going. Robert Frost says or creates, some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I told with those who favor fire. What happens here? Poet is thinking, one day this beautiful world will go demolished, and after that here there will remain nothing of this era. So in such case, how this world will get its demolishing? There are two options. There must be two alternatives, and any one alternative will work. Either it will destroy under fire, either will ice. Actually, what I told here, fire stands for desire, and how desire can demolish a person, how fire or desire can demolish the world. Demolish is all about destruct, doom. Here what happens, actually if we desire for anything, in such case what happens, we want to snitch, and in such case war occurs, and that means war brings destruction. Definitely it happens. Just example, if China wants its supremacy in the world, in such case it will go spreading. If it wants its supremacy, it will go demolition over the world, and in such case what will happen, all the country will completely go in against of the country China, and war will take place. And if war will take place, there will be destruction, and destruction will cause doom. That means all about total demolishing. Okay, the students. So people consider, the poet is in the first stage, poet is telling people consider one day the world will end, and how desire of people will finish the world. People are desiring many things, especially here desiring is all about getting its supremacy. The country wants to get its supremacy. In such case, there cause war, and war will completely destroy the world. And poet is also giving its favor. I have tasted, that means I have got experience. One who is telling the world will world will be demolished by fire, I shall favor such person. But if it had to perish twice, here you have need to know about the word perish, means die. if the word will die twice, अगर इसे 2 बार मरना पड़े, I think I know enough of hate to say that the destruction eyes is also great and would suffice. Suffice is all about to be sufficient in doing any particular work. So, as per the second stanza, poet is telling, if the world will have to die twice, then eyes has also power, hate has also power to destruct the world, to demolish the world. How? In hate. If I hate anybody, then I definitely don't want the person's existence in the world. I shall go quarreling, killing, or any means with the people. If one country will do same with the other, then one day the total country will go vanish over from the earth. So you can understand the poet is telling here 2 example has given fire and ice. Fire stands for desire, ice stands for hate. World can go destruct by 2 ways. First way, it can go by desire, it can destruct by hate. And you understood everything clearly? Okay, now we are going to discuss about the literary device of the poem. Literary device is all about the poetic device, rhyming scheme, enjambment, anaphora, alliteration have been used in this poem. First, you need to know about the rhyming scheme. In this poem, you are getting 9 lines, and if you will categorize these similarly, then 9 lines will be divided in 3 stanzas. Similarly, in such case, the rhyme scheme will be like fire, ice, desire, fire. That means A, B, A, second A, B, C, third B, C, D. This is the poetic device, because you know fire is matching with desire, that is in the first line rhyme is completely matching with the third line. Ice has been alone, therefore you can use A, B, A. Yes, there is the same process has been followed by the all 3 stanzas. Okay, after that the poem is compiled with enjambment. We are completely knowing enjambment, the lack of punctuation, same sentence is going in the other lines. Okay, next is anaphora. Same, that is here you have to know about anaphora. Same word, when same word repeats in same line or the stanza, that is all about anaphora. Here the word you are seeing, say in first stanza has been repeated. And next is alliteration. You are facing alliteration. We have here when consonant letter repeats in the same sentence or same line, that is all about the alliteration that you are seeing here. Most of the times here some say in the first line you are seeing some say S later, consonant later has been repeating in this. You can focus over your own, you can use your own brain and you will get many other things. Definitely you have need to focus over the rhyming scheme, total all about the poetic device and literary device. The students, thus we are going to finish the poem, both the segment of the poem, and now you can consider we have complete completed first lesson. It was compiled by one story and 2 poems. We have completed. If you have still any lagging, definitely you will make contact. Thank you very much.